In the previous video, we altered the audio of our PLR video by changing the pitch. This is probably the easiest way to edit the audio because you're not messing with the synchronization between the audio and the video. But sometimes taking the audio out of sync with the video cannot be avoided because you want to re-record the audio in your own voice, or you wanted to hire somebody else to do that recording for you. In either case, getting the audio back in sync with the video can be a tedious and time-consuming task, but the end result is a totally unique video product. Now, even though this may take you some time to sync the new audio track with the original video track, you are still saving a ton of time in the whole product creation process by not having to do all the research and recording from scratch. So this may very well be worth it to you in the end. So let's look at a couple more ways to edit our audio. Number one, you can do a bit of narration. In other words, you would be playing the video with your speakers turned off, and as the video is playing, you would be recording, using like Audacity, for example, what's taking place in the video. So that's going to require you to be very familiar with the content of the video. Matter of fact, you could even be reading from the transcripts if you have those transcripts as the video is playing, and simply pause the video play as needed, and then pause your audio recording as needed, so you can glance back and forth to the transcripts. And then once you've imported the new audio track into Camtasia Studio, then all you're having to do is remove a lot of the pauses within your new audio track, and that will help you better synchronize that audio with the original video track. And while time consuming, that is probably the best way if you're going to be doing a brand new audio recording. And like anything else, the more times you do this, the more shortcuts you're going to discover along the way. Now let me show you one other trick here that I discovered, and that is that I've recorded an audio file here on this particular video. Now this video's original audio track, let me get that out of the way, is right at 2 minutes and 7 seconds. That's not counting the intro or outro images. It's just a little bit over 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Now, this audio track that I recorded by reading the transcripts from this original audio, through editing and everything, it came up less than 2 minutes. I think it's right at 1 minute 56 seconds or something like that. Now, I can just go ahead and import this audio file into the Camtasia Studio clip-in, bring that down here and replace the original audio track with the new audio track, and then do a whole lot of cutting of the video to get it more synchronized down to the 1 minute 56 second audio that I recorded. Or I can make things a little bit easier and do less cutting of the original video track by stretching the new audio recording to something that's a little bit closer to the original 2 minutes and 7 seconds. How would I do that? Well, come on up here to Effect and go to Change Tempo. And right now, the length of this audio is 116.80 seconds. I can change that to 2 minutes and 7 seconds, so that's 127 seconds. And at 60 seconds per minute, that's a little over 2 minutes. So that's 120 seconds, and then that's 7 seconds. Well, anyway, you get the idea. So this is going to help me get it a little bit closer to the time frame of the original audio track. You see right here? And that bumps it over to real close. Well, it bumps it over to what is now closer to the original time frame of that audio track that I'm going to be replacing. And that's just going to make it easier for me to do less chopping of the original video. Now then, let's go ahead and save this out. Go ahead and export audio. You can name it whatever you want. And that's going to be a WAV file. That's actually a better quality than the MP3. And then get this out of the way. Come on up here and import media. That's the one right there that I just did. Click open. Now we want to right click on the audio track down here in the timeline, separate video and audio, then just select the audio portion of those and delete, and then drag the new audio down into that timeline and go ahead and synchronize that to the very beginning. And then, yeah, that's pretty close. I want to just go ahead and drag that close to the end, and then just go ahead and play this out and make whatever adjustments are required based on what's being shown on the screen. Come on up here and click on Save Project As. Give it a new name so I don't overwrite the original. And then just go ahead and scrub through this, playing the audio and seeing where it is synchronized and where it needs to be better synchronized with the original video. Then go ahead and come over here to the beginning of the track where the audio is at and click that padlock to lock this down. That way, whatever adjustments you're going to be making to the video will not mess with the audio portion at all. Now, what adjustments can you make with the video? Quite a few, actually. You can select a certain area and you can right click and cut it out and whenever you cut it, it's going to automatically move the portion from the right over and match it up with that on the left. If you need to stretch things out a little bit, come up here and cut that portion of the video, and then right-click on the part that you want to extend out, and then left-click on Extend Frame, and we just extended it by 1 second, but you can adjust that accordingly, like so. And don't forget, you always have the undo button over here that allow you to make as many mistakes as you want and then correct them by clicking on the undo button. Well, that's going to bring us to the end of this video on keeping your edited audio tracks in sync with your video track. Thanks for watching, and you have a great day.